Hello, welcome to the first video for 2 weeks. I've had a couple of weeks off. That, my friends, was the last of the sun. It is very, very windy today. It's Sunday, quite late. Of course, this clock's changing. There's foxes all on it. I'm an hour adrift. You don't know quite where you are, do you, for a few days? So I've had an hour of fighting technology. I've been battling with Apple's security. I've got an old iPad which appeared to have got sat on, and it was a little bit bow shaped, but I straightened it. I thought I might break it, but I straightened it, so I thought I'd reset it all back to zero, start again with it. But it's an old login, couldn't remember the password, got locked out. It was a right trauma. So consequently, that had made me best part of an hour late getting out. And the problem with that is that Cafe Ale is now on winter hours. I'm not going to make it before we close, so it's going to be a no coffee ride. But of course the sun is going to set early, isn't it? So we're getting dark. Good job I've got lights. So that 24-mile-an-hour wind on my weather app is currently a block headwind, and yeah, it definitely feels like 24 miles an hour in my face. It's not very pleasant. As you can see, we're in winter gear. Even got my winter boots on, keep my feet dry, because could be a lot of could be a lot of puddles. So just riding into Harston. So far, it's been headwind all the way. Been hard work, and my Wahoo has thrown a wobbler for about 5 miles, maybe 6. It didn't think I was going anywhere. I don't think it had picked up the satellites for some reason, but eventually it has, and it started working, which is good. However, it thinks I've done 1.4 miles and I've actually done about 7. And it thinks I've averaged 5.9 miles an hour, which, although it's been a really hard block headwind, I've definitely averaged more than 5.9 miles an hour. So if you're a long time viewer of the channel, you may remember this time last year we established one of Paul's golden cycling rules, which is you can't fit mudguards till November. I could do with them today, but there's a day to go. I seem to recall I had exactly the same issue exactly 12 months ago. That Morrison character, James Social Cycling, he's probably got his on already, because he's like that, you know. You might be able to see from these trees, it's pretty windy. Definitely very autumnal, but then again, tomorrow's November. We're still near autumn, or we're winter. I'm not sure when the winter officially starts. Is it when the clocks go back? I don't really know. Answers in the comments below, please. So regular viewers of the channel will know that last year and beginning of this year I had a few bottom bracket woes. So I was on the second bottom bracket at 4,000 miles. I think I've done about 6 now, and guess what? I'm on number 3. However, I think I may have found what I'm hoping is the answer to the bottom bracket woes. So shortly after I fitted the last one, I found a link on eBay to a screw-in aluminium one, where the little surfaces are. There would normally be a press fit. You've got rubber O-rings and the whole thing screws together. So I got one of those in readiness. So I've eked out the last bottom bracket a little bit longer, and now I've fitted the new ZTTO screw together bottom bracket. And when I get to the bottom of this hill down from Beaver, I shall tell you about it. So the bottom bracket of the ZTTO, or ZTO as I might want to call it, I have to say seems to be absolutely superb. So it fitted quite easy. It's quite tight to actually screw all the way together. So it's in 2 halves, quite chunky, quite a fine thread on it. And I have to say that when I put the crank in and spun it, it was really free, just spun all of its own accord. I did actually make some video, but I accidentally deleted it. I swapped some memory cards over and, you know, got confused and deleted it. But before I connected the chain, I could just spin it, and it would spin just a slight force, 5, 6, 7 revolutions, really easy. It never did that when it was new on the original Shimano press fit, and it is noticeably easier to spin when I'm riding. So I'm hoping that this could be the answer. I'm going to drop a link below to an eBay link for it. They're about £22. So if you've got press fit bottom bracket, especially if you've got a Trek checkpoint and you're finding you're eating bottom brackets, I would definitely recommend, at the moment at least, these ZTTO screwed together ones. I shall eagerly wait to see if it lasts longer than 2,000 miles, because none of them have yet. None of the standard Shimano ones have lasted more than 2,000 miles yet. What I also did when I fitted the bottom bracket, I fitted some new rear jockey wheels. So what I actually bought was the BBB jockey wheel set. It's kind of a universal set, fits SRAM and Shimano, comes with a different set of inserts for the bearings, so you can fit whichever ones you want. They were about a tenner, I think. I got it on a deal, and do you know, I can't believe how much smoother that is as well. So spinning the chain and riding along, I've got hardly any noise from the drive chain, which is brilliant, and it definitely feels so much easier, so much quieter, so much more efficient. So you know how these things creep up on you. So the BBB jockey wheels actually have a sealed bearing set in them, so I don't know how long they'll last over the winter, but be a good experiment to try. The last of the light is just about to go, I think. The GoPro always seems to make it lighter than it actually is. I've just come downhill on a cross tailwind. That was a bit tricky, got blown around a bit. Now I'm going back into a headwind uphill. Jeez, it's hard work. Says ice there, it's not that cold. So my light, front light, is now flashing red. It's a Chilli Tech. Very impressed with it. I got it just towards the end of last year. I've not properly told you about it. I shall do a review soon. But as you can see, it's glowing red. So it's quite handy, because you know in advance it's getting low, it doesn't suddenly disappear. Back into the headwind. Oh. You know when you've had a couple of weeks off your bike and you got weather like this in the winter, it does make you feel rather unfit. It's very windy. So before I lose the light altogether, I'm going to say goodbye. So thank you for watching. I'll see you again in a few days' time. The next video might be 5 reasons not to do Zwift. Stay tuned. See you in a few days' time. Bye.